A trail cam in Michigan catches the clearest piece of Sasquatch footage I've ever seen. Skiers in Spain film a tall white figure moving along the tree line, while in Vermont, something long-limbed crawls out of the dark towards two guys with a camera. These are more real cryptids caught clearly on camera. That has to be the clearest piece of Bigfoot footage that I have ever seen. In May of 2025, a trail camera in Michigan caught something that's becoming one of the most talked about Bigfoot videos in years. The clip lasts just 10 seconds, but what it shows is unmistakable. This massive hairy creature standing in the middle of a dense forest, staring almost directly at the lens. And then, without any panic or sudden movement, it just slowly steps away. The camera belonged to someone who owned a remote property in rural Michigan. They'd been checking the cameras regularly, expecting deer, bears, the occasional coyote. Instead, they found this. The creature was enormous, covered in dark, shaggy fur with a muscular build. Its face is almost human-like. Kind of looks like a creepier version of the Sasquatch from Harry and the Hendersons, which I believe is named Harry in that movie. Anyway, the property owner posted the video to Reddit, and the post went viral almost immediately. Thousands of people watched, commented, and debated. Was it a really convincing costume? A genuine Sasquatch? The story got stranger when the post disappeared. The Reddit account was deleted, along with all the comments and discussions. I mean, say what you want about the video, but the footage is stunningly clear. It's not like any Sasquatch footage that I've ever seen before. This short video and some images comes from a ski resort in northeast Spain, where a group of skiers saw something strange near the tree line. They got it on video. A tall, white-furred figure walking upright through the snow. One of the skiers posted it online, asking what the hell it could be. The clip spread fast on social media and cryptid forums, and people started talking about it immediately. Some said it looks like genuine footage of a Yeti-type creature. Others say it's just a costume. If that's the case, though, it's a pretty good one. The figure has some serious bulk to it. The resort staff said they checked the area after the footage came out. It didn't find anything unusual. No animals or wildlife that fit the description, but one of the skiers insisted he had no idea what the thing was. It wasn't a hoax. What do you all think? Is this one a total fake, or was an unknown ape-like creature actually captured on camera that day? What in the name of all that is holy is this thing? This video was recorded in Vermont, just north of Green Mountain National Forest. Supposedly in the days before the footage was captured, farmers were reporting dead livestock, and several people had reported their pets missing. Coincidence? Maybe, but this also does look like the type of monstrosity that'd snatch up a puppy and eat it. I'm sorry for conjuring that image in your head. The video was shot by two teenagers heading home from a party one night. When they started hearing strange noises from the trees, they decided to start filming. Creeping out of the shadows was this gangly, long-limbed, bulbous-headed freak show. Some say it reminds them of a rake-like creature or skinwalker. Others say it looks more like an alien. It looks to me like it needs to be doused in gasoline and set on fire. What exactly is this fish species? A guy named Rayne McKinney was walking across the Pawleys Island Bridge in South Carolina when he noticed something strange in the water. So he grabbed his phone and started recording. A creature. It was swimming in a way that didn't look like any normal fish. It had a weird shape, almost like fins or wings, maybe even something resembling a beak on it. He sent the clip to the South Carolina Department of Natural Resources, but even they didn't have a clear answer. One spokesperson admitted, "The people in my office are mostly stumped." The video eventually made its way to marine researchers in Charleston, and even then, nobody could identify it for sure. Some guesses were squid, others guessed maybe a sea slug or sea hare. The problem is those species don't usually show up that far north. They're typically found further south in warmer waters, so for now, this one remains a mystery. On October 15th, 2022, Dale Hancher, his wife Colleen, and their friend Myrna Germaine Brown went sailing on Okanagan Lake in British Columbia, Canada. Colleen's mother had passed away the day before, so the three went out in the water to take their minds off things. According to the couple, they may have been the only boat on the lake that day. And the lake is massive. Its deepest point is 761 feet. In some areas, it drops hundreds of feet, just a few feet from shore. While in the middle of the lake, they noticed two horns emerging from the water. First, they assumed it was log, maybe some seaweed, but as they got closer, it didn't really move much with the waves. It stayed perfectly still. Colleen leaned over the bow to take a photo from about 12 feet away and said she could see what looked like a body or neck beneath the dark water. The horns were several feet apart and stuck out 3 or 4 inches. Colleen believes they were actual horns or ears, and she noted they looked more like skin than wood. It looked like some sort of creature. Some skeptics claimed it was an upside-down duck, which I think is a bit of a stretch. Others said it could have been a dragon sculpture from a boat club nearby, but that club's boats don't have dragon heads like that. Some suggested a hoax, but given the timing with one of the witnesses having just lost her mother, that seems like an odd activity to get up to during the grieving process, but who can say for sure? But then there are those who aren't so skeptical, who believe this could be a genuine photo of Ogopogo, the legendary lake monster people have claimed to see for centuries, with stories going all the way back to First Nations folklore. This is some of the most infamous cryptid footage ever released. First appeared on an episode of Paranormal Borderland hosted by the one and only Jonathan Frakes. The story goes that in 1996, a young couple were hiking in the mountains of Nepal and they spotted a figure on a slope in the distance. The first thing they noticed was how large it was. They'd already been documenting their trek, so they pointed their camera at the person to get some footage. It was then that they noticed there's something strange about the mystery hiker, aside from how large they were. The figure didn't look human. It looked like some sort of massive, hairy creature making its way up the slope. And note the length of the arms, especially in this section of the footage. The footage was shown to a team of experts on the show, including a man named Jeff Meldrum, a primate anatomy expert from the University of Idaho, and he was genuinely stumped by the video at the time. This insane clip was posted to the TikTok Scary Videos 786, but it's actually a repost and no one really knows where the original came from. Whatever the case, it's a weird one. So the video starts with 2 guys holding up this big net. At first you're thinking, all right, what are they even trying to catch? And then out of nowhere, something comes up the stairs straight toward them. This hairy werewolf-looking thing that's kind of half man, half animal. Honestly, it's probably not real, but at the same time, you never really know. Strange stuff pops up all the time. If it was real though, I genuinely want to know what their next move was, because it's like, all right, you just caught the thing in a rather flimsy looking net. What's the next step? Well, nothing rains in the Christmas season like a visit from Sasquatch. Anyway, this video posted to the YouTube channel North by Wild West has racked up over 3 million views. His family in northern Minnesota were celebrating Christmas in 2014. As the uploader was panning across the room, getting footage of the lovely tree and the lights, she suddenly noticed something outside. Something big.
What was that?
Oh my god. Did you see that?
Something's behind the garage.
So she made her way outside to investigate. After scanning around the yard for a few moments, they noticed it again, off in the distance just beyond the trees, a large, dark figure. They're not too sure what they spotted at this point. It could have just been a big person. When one of the dogs runs out, clearly having spotted the thing too, things get stranger.
Oh.
Oh, there goes
Oh no.
after him. We're real scared of him.
It immediately runs back closer to the house before continuing to bark at whatever is skulking through the trees. Super curious, the camera woman decides to get closer to see if she can spot the thing again as the dog Riff continues yapping at the trees. Eventually, she does spot it again. After that, everyone decided to make their way back inside. With all that said, I've been your host, James. I'll catch you, yes, you specifically, in the next video.